The magic school bus blows its top. It started like any ordinary day in Miss Frizzle's class, but that doesn't mean much. There aren't any ordinary days in Miss Frizzle's class. That morning, we were trying to put together an enormous globe, but we didn't have all the pieces, so the whole thing fell apart. Carlos, said Dorothy Ann, her nose in the instruction book, if you spend more time on research, you would know how to put this globe together. Carlos dusted himself off. And if you didn't spend too much time doing research, you could have helped, he answered. Miss Frizzle looked over the mess. I'm afraid you can't put that globe together until you have all the pieces, she told us. You see, this island is so new. It hasn't been discovered yet. How can there be a new island? Asked Phoebe. The earth never changes, does it? The earth is changing all the time, said Miss Frizzle, right under your very feet. We all looked down at our feet, but nothing was moving. Dorothy Ann wanted to find clues to the island in her books, but Carlos wanted us to search for the mystery island. That way we could name it. What an explosive idea, said Miss Frizzle happily. To the bus. This is your captain speaking, announced Miss Frizzle when we settled on board. On behalf of my friend Clue, I want to thank you for flying the magic school bus. We knew what that meant. Quickly, we fastened our seatbelts. Then we put our seats in an upright position. The magic school bus began to spin and stretch and pull. The next thing we knew, we were high in the air. Soon, we were flying over the ocean. The sky grew dark and big black clouds rose past. The island should be arriving any minute now, announced Miss Frizzle. How can an island just arrive? We wondered. But then thunder boomed and lightning streaked across the sky. The ocean beneath us bubbled like a pot of boiling water. From out of nowhere, a blanket of dark ash covered our windows. Prepare to land, shouted Miss Frizzle. The bus grew several pontoons, and we surfed on a storm right on top of the water. We all climbed off the bus. There was no land anywhere in sight, but Miss Frizzle and an inflatable life raft. Carlos jumped in first. Splash! A big wave washed over the pontoon, sending Dorothy Ann book bag flying out to sea. I need my books to find the island, wailed Dorothy Ann as the book sank. We have to get them, please, Miss Frizzle. Please. Of course we'll get them, agreed Miss Frizzle. Prepare to dive, class! Everyone climbed back onto the bus. Then the freeze pressed a button, and the magic school bus twisted into a submarine. Carlos decided to stay on the raft. He wanted to be the first to spot the new island. Arnold stayed too, but for another reason. He already had enough of our field trip. We waved goodbye while Klaus, Arnold, and Liz buckled up the life jackets. Batten down the hatches, the freeze called loudly, and down, down, down we went. Whoa! We couldn't believe what we saw, a huge underwater mountain. Dorothy Ann brought her book back right away. He floated past the window on his way to the ocean floor and landed next to an old shipwreck. The bus scrunched up tight, then shot us out like a canyon. Good thing we had on special diving suits. Dorothy Ann swam over to the book bag. The stab was looped around the tentacle of a giant squid. Ah! Dorothy Ann screamed. The squid was swimming away. It's got my bag! Just then the ocean floor began to tremble. The ship started to shake, and we heard a loud rumbling noise. Earthquake! We were so surprised. We didn't even see Dorothy Ann's book bag. We flew past, pulled outward by the glass bubbles. The bubbles float at the top of the sea. Pop! The bubbles burst, leaving a terrible smell. Look! Cried Carlos as he snatched up Dorothy Ann's book bag. Maybe we can find out what's going on by reading Dorothy Ann's books. Meanwhile, the freeze were trying to cheer up Dorothy Ann. There's more than one way to discover an island, she said brightly. So we all dived deeper into the ocean. Brr! It was getting cold. Even the bus shivered. Then we noticed something strange. There were funny-looking chimneys in the ground, and they were warm. Phoebe poked her head in close and poof, got a flake full of soot. Keisha swam over a deep canyon in the ocean floor. It was shaped like a V. Maybe D.A.'s books fell down there, she said. There's only one way to find out, said Miss Frizzle. We swam back to the bus, and soon we were heading down into the canyon. The magic school bus shuddered and groaned and grunted. It dragged a long, thin rubber band, and so did we. At one place, shoved under another, we squeezed in between, and we oozed through hot, flowing liquid deep beneath the earth. It's so hot, said Keisha, filming herself. The soft rocks in the crust are melting. Melted rock is called magma. Dorothy Ann wrinkled her nose. He was trying to figure it all out. He remembered the chimneys and the heat under the ocean floor, the earthquakes and the mountain. We're under an underwater volcano, she shouted. Geysers shot out of the sky. Water hissed all around the raft. The rumbling noise grew louder, and Carlos raised his book excitedly. He figured out the very same thing. Under the volcano, the magma pushed us up, up, up. Soon we were rising in a big blob of boiling hot bubbles. Welcome to the magma chamber, said Miss Frizzle grandly, the heart of the volcano. The pressure grew stronger and stronger. The magma rose higher. Ralphie gulped. How do we get off here? He asked. Out of the volcano? Miss Frizzle repeated. How do you suppose? Dorothy Ann was too excited to be scared. When all this magma shoots up and hits the air, it will cool down, right? He asked Miss Frizzle. Absolutely, said Miss Frizzle. And when it cools, it will harden into rock. Eventually, Miss Frizzle agreed. Then new rock will build up the top of the volcano, Dorothy Ann continued, until it sticks out of the water. It blew a brand new island. Yes! Shouted the Frizz. Just then, we shot through the bubbling magma like a rocket ship. Higher, higher, closer to the top. Gong! We jolted to a stop. Oh no! cried Dorothy Ann. We stopped rising. Something must be plaguing up the volcano, said Keisha. And the magma squeezing us, Phoebe exclaimed. Carlos had no idea we were in such a tight spot. He still has his head buried in Dorothy Ann's books. A lot of stuff is blown out of the volcano when it erupts, he told Arnold. Volcanic ash and dust and rocks. Just then, volcanic ash and dust and rocks rained down. And then lava, Carlos finished triumphantly. Put it all together and you get out of here, Arnold exclaimed in a panic. No, Carlos corrected. You get Carlos Island. Meanwhile, we jumped into the anti-magma gear and were pushing the plug with all our might, but it wouldn't budge. That's when Miss Frizzle and the magic school bus went into action. They rammed the plug and again. Kapow! The plug popped out. The magma boiled into glowing clouds of ash and rock. They all billowed with a rush of steam. What a sight! Red hot lava poured down the sides of the volcano. The volcano grew bigger and bigger. It was an island. Whee! We landed plop into the raft. Then the volcano blasted one last time and the magic school bus whooshed into the air. A parachute opened. Then the bus drifted down into a sharp landing on the water. To Carlos Island, said Carlos as we rolled over to the brand new island. I've discovered it with the help of Dorothy Ann's books. Carlos Island? You mean Dorothy Ann Island. I discovered it. And for once, I didn't need my books, Dorothy Ann corrected him angrily. But someone else had landed there first. Liz! So when Carlos and Dorothy Ann decided to write a book about their experience, they knew exactly what to call it. Lizard Island by Carlos and Dorothy Ann, said Carlos. Don't you mean Lizard Island by Dorothy Ann and Carlos, said Dorothy Ann.